These are the meditations of Kantes. On today's meditation, humiliation rituals. Humiliation rituals. When you are an empath, I'm sure, most chosen ones are empaths because God would never give anyone a divine purpose if they didn't have the heart to love and to stay strong in love. You're very strong, Manzi. You're very strong. That's why they did these things which I call humiliation rituals. Most of these creatures are unconscious, so these humiliation rituals are done by the demons. That's why if you are entangled with these snacks, let's say in your family like myself, that demon follows you everywhere. And because most people are empty, any demon, any spirit, that's why they go to the club to drink spirits, can enter them. And when they enter them, these demons, the first thing they want to do is to humiliate you. Now, humiliation rituals, when they happen as a kid, like for me, when I was a kid, there was such a intent to humiliate me because kids are very sensitive to negative emotions, criticism. It's we children are the weakest. Women then are also sensitive to it, and then men are a bit immune to it. As a child, they throw these things to you to destroy you. They do these things to humiliate you to the point where you never want to feel anything again, and you never want to attempt anything in life. You will try to do, like, I remember a few of my friends when I was trying to when I had begun my health journey to get fit, uh, tighten up my body, and we were going to some place and we were eating I think it was some hot dogs or something like that, and I said no, I don't want, and they started laughing and literally pointing. They were like, ha, this guy's trying to lose weight, yeah, or whatever. Humiliation, they are always going to want to do that because it is something that is foreign to you. As a chosen, you are the most applauded creature in the universe. You are very, very applauded, and this applause, they want to shift the your real reality, and they want to give you a distorted reality. And the way they do this distorted reality is by humiliating you or trying to humiliate you. You will go somewhere and they'll say like check your shirt yako. You'll go somewhere and they'll be like, oh, all these people are laughing at you. They always have this anxiety and shame, so they try to pour these things onto you. For me, it happened in class many times. Teachers, in fact, lecturers standing up and mocking me, trying to shame me. He's fat, look at his forehead, his height. These are grown teachers, by the way. That's why when you are chosen, you become the number one authority. The number one authority. There is no president, there is no governor who can stand in front of you and not recognize your power. You don't need no fucking title, nigga. What title did Jesus Christ need? You don't need anything. That's why they had to put these humiliation rituals on you. And that's how I know, just because a motherfucker has to do this title, lawyer, doctor, lecturer, it means nothing. Because once you see this nigga, you will try to bring me down to your level. But I thought you should be on the highest level because you're a doctor. Why would you want to bring down little old me? Little old me, man. With my nice coat. Little old me. Why? Because I'm fucking the best. I'm the best, my nigga. Just like you are. So the humiliation rituals are exactly that. They will happen anywhere. You will go to a random place and then some motherfucker will try to. One time, I told you these creatures don't. God. One time I'm going to photocopy some things from. I had some documents on my WhatsApp. I go and I put the WhatsApp on the guy's computer so that he can, transfer the documents easily. And he looks at my WhatsApp, the one you link to your, he looks at it and then he starts breaking out laughing. For like 2 fucking minutes, he's laughing, and while he's laughing, he's waking up and looking at me. Soon as I saw that, I'm like, I know what this is. I know what this is. So I just stood there and I just smiled and I waited for him to finish. And then once he finished, a certain pissed face started to And why was he laughing? Let me tell you why he was laughing because he was saying that he's never seen anyone's WhatsApp not have those men. You know, he's still in that high school. I remember when we were in high school, we used to flex, check him and say, I have 100 chats, I have 100 groups. I mean, sijui, I'm talking to 100 women or from sijui. So he's in that, and this is a grown fucking man. Man, you can't tell me anything. You just can't. When you are chosen, you can't. No, a person who is G 60, 70, you are a senior. Nigga. So this is a grown man laughing on me because my WhatsApp had like a few messages, all of them of business. Now, in his mind, he couldn't fathom that I had two WhatsApp numbers. This was the business. He couldn't. So he laughs, he laughs, he laughs. And then when he failed to bring me down, what happens? That's why I say a super empath is the demise of a narcissist. I just went with all that power. All that power is what I'm sharing with you. That's the lesson. That is the lesson. That's the power. No, no. And what was he left with? Himself. Himself. When you are an empath, when you are a person who loves, they will throw humiliation rituals. They have seen it them do to kids, and most kids break. What are they do? They are trying to break the kid when they put most of them narcissistic families. They put the children on the table and they start mocking the child. They start telling the child knew you. Listen to most mothers and how they talk to their children. Big head. I've seen like big head. They talk down to the child, and not just talking down to the child, they want to humiliate you. Humiliation is a different thing because humiliation is something that is intent. It is purposeful. You see, embarrassment is something that's very personal. It's something that you can just be embarrassed because of how much money you have in your account. No one else knows, but you're the one who's humiliation is very external to the internal. It is someone trying to bring you down. As a grown man, they can't. But I'm speaking as a person, as a grown man who was once a boy, who I know the things that they used to do to me. That boy took them very, very hard as any child would, until now that I've been able to understand, oh, that's what happened to them. They were trying to break me. They were trying to make sure that I never attempt anything. They wanted to crush your spirit. So anytime you want to attempt something new, and in that stage where you are attempting something new, you might not be as good at it. So they are trying to make sure you don't have that strength to push through those early stages of, man, it's deep. Those early stages of greatness, those early stages of going through a weight loss, of starting a YouTube channel, of breaking away from toxic relationships. Humiliation rituals are supposed to make sure your spirit is broken so you never attempt anything the way you are great. No, no. Talking to like lecturers used to, I'd go somewhere and the lecturer just starts insulting me, starts, they are demons, so they start spewing all this darkness. It's in their, remember, this is where light is produced. So the narcissist produces dark energy. So when they see a light being like you and me, that dark energy they want to shout out of the abundance of the heart, their mouth speaks. So wanatoa hiyo energy from their heart and they spew it out onto you. So this is intended to try to diminish what you are. Unaona, it's a very sophisticated thing for children, but for adults it is ni kitu normal. You see it everywhere. And in fact, if you look at the people who are trying to humiliate you, they are a walking humiliation. Unaona, how can someone give you something that they don't have? Those who are trying to humiliate you are the permanently humiliated, spreading rain everywhere. They are the permanently humiliated. These are creatures, Wali. They are embarrassed constantly. They are humiliated. So they are trying to spew these things onto you. It is deep, manze. Nevertheless, doesn't matter how deep it is, just understand it never worked. It will never work. It was tough. The very thing that they did to you, remember, it broke them. Most narcissists, the things that they have put you through broke them. That's why they gave up their soul. So they were expecting that all the things they did to you would break you. It didn't. Imagine that. Imagine how powerful you are. It didn't. There was a wound, that's why you had to heal. That wound is what they used to access. Like for me, my narcissistic family, nuclear family, they tried some very recent traumatic, I would say, like reawakening, where they wanted to awaken certain wounds. It's deep, man. It's like certain wounds of like domestic violence that I had gone through as a child. They wanted to recreate it so that they could, you know, and I could see all of these things, man. And these are people you are calling sijui madre, madre, padre, you know, at the hermana, sister. They are. These are things they did. They were willing to create a situation where I'd find myself in the same situation I was, like a little kid, and I'd feel helpless. And if I felt helpless, they could then put their plug into me and start siphoning me energy. Look at me now. 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 Look at you now. Look at you now. So it is tough in the early stages once you're starting to unravel all these humiliation rituals they did. But at the end of the day, none of that mud tainted your beautiful coat. You are still the possessor of the coat of many colors. Like Joseph, you are still, man, the irony of me saying that, and my coat is very colorful. You are still the champion that they wanted to break. You stayed strong. Never allow any person who gave up his soul to humiliate you. They are a walking humiliation. All of nature can produce love or receive love. They can't. They are an abomination. It doesn't matter. They can be billions and billions of people. They are an humiliation. They go out to nature and this tree laughs at them. The birds laugh at them. That's why they don't like nature or anything real. They like their fake world. Because once they come out to the real, that's why as soon as you awaken as an empath, what are you attracted to? Nature. Because you are amongst the people who love themselves and who can receive your love, and they are all in nature. They are all in the real. You are real, just like this tree, that tree, the birds. You are amongst your kind. You're not with those kinds that try to humiliate you. Why? Because they are humiliated permanently. If you want to look at a person if you want to see the embodiment of the word humiliation, look at that person who tried to humiliate you. You cannot, again, I'll repeat so you understand. You cannot give someone something you haven't given to yourself. You refused their gifts and you stayed with your own. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've learned a lot. I hope you've gotten enough strength to continue holding on as a chosen, as an empath. It can be tough because of all the things that you have to face, but you are your own reward, and I know you'll make it through just like I'll make it through. Hopefully you see another video and you enjoy. Blessed day and blessed life to all of you.